Alright, everyone. I'm gonna record 2 more videos because I've already done 8 so far. I'm gonna make this the longest video yet. Wish me luck. Let's go. Not the usual autumn draft. Not the usual autumn drought, but it's still a welcome change from the stifling atmosphere inside the mansion. Ash's footsteps are quick behind me. Ash's footsteps are quick behind me. The soles of his shoes thumping hard against the polished concrete in an awkward cadence as he rushes to catch up. He calls out once, twice. The mansion still looms in the background. Whispers calling me back, shadows beckoning. Help me. I don't look back. Just bend right back to Luxburn City in a relatively quiet manner, with only the radio's disjointed hum in the background to fill the silence. Occasionally, Ash will reach out to fiddle with it until the signal settles or it's on a respectable volume, but otherwise he doesn't say anything. Neither do I. However, if the little glances he's been sending my way are signs, I know there are things he's been itching to ask since we left the mansion. I keep my eyes trained on the passing scenery outside in the small hope that my disinterest will soothe him.
Here. Sorry.
The glare I send him wipes the smirk about to form cleanly off his face. He clears his throat, focusing his eyes on the road again. I swear he did that on purpose, ignoring my flip, the half-forgotten package on my lap.
I won't say no to free food, but why are you giving away cereal bars?
I always have one on my person, and you look like you're about to pass out back there. Have you eaten lunch yet?
I don't even get a chance to deny it because right on cue my stomach rumbles loudly, an empty, gnawing feeling in my belly becomes noticeable. No surprise there, I did skip breakfast and lunch so I could catch back up while she was on break. I was hoping to get a small meal after, I guess, with everything going on. I was forgotten until Ash mentioned it. It's not like the hollow feelings new to me though. Sorry people, I'm just a bit tired. If anything, just one of those things I've gotten used to ignoring over the years growing up. Thanks then. No. Thanks. Then I tear open the package and start nibbling on the edge of the bar. Apart from acknowledging nod, Ash doesn't say anything after that small exchange. For that I'm thankful. After getting an earful from both Becca and Rose, it's nice to be able to just sit down with someone who's not going to nag at you.
How'd the open house go?
The usual. We got a bigger crowd than normal because of the property's fame, but really, no different from the typical open house. On second thought, it actually looks like a fancy party more than an open house. I've never felt so underdressed in my life. Weren't you there?
I wasn't really listening.
I should have asked someone to kick you out.
No, you won't.
And what makes you so sure?
One, ever since you got assigned to this property, you've been freaking out about it. Rebecca's words, not mine. She's been complaining to me about how you talked your ears off, by the way. Two, despite your initial qualms about the place, you still took the job. Which brings us to three. It's been months since you last settled a deal, and you're short on money right now since you're back to your instant noodle diet.
How'd you even know about the last one?
Rebecca. Anyhow, you're hell-bent on selling the mansion. Even if someone you know personally is in the tour group, you aren't going to just kick them out. Every single person who went on your open house is still a prospective client to you. Even me.
He's not entirely wrong. Oh man, I walked right into that one, didn't I?
I hate you. I really hate you right now.
His answer is a small laugh. The kind that screams, I'm right, I told you so. I hate it when he does that.
I'll have you know that there's already someone who's extremely interested in this property. So even if you expressed any sort of interest in it, I don't think they'd be willing to let you have it. Too bad.
But I didn't botch it with the rights. Wait a minute. Ma'am, Hannah in particular, looked too pleased with what I did. I owe Rose a big apology. Hope she likes free donuts.
You don't seem too happy about it.
I am happy. Doesn't this look like a happy face to you?
Really? And here I was thinking you found another one stuffed in the sofa. Or is it the wardrobe this time?
He meant that as a joke, but how close it is to the truth made my strawberry jam run cold, and my own heart beat heavy weight in my chest. All at once, the letter in my bag feels a whole lot heavier, burdened with my own guilt and apprehension.
Yeah, well, things happened. Stuff the right couple might not be pleased about. No need to make a fuss about it. It's normal in the business.
You made them angry?
Not angry, just stuff happened.
Like?
Things.
Did they do anything? Your clients, the rights, was it?
I can't answer that. At least not without revealing everything that took place in the attic.
You keep asking me about my work, yet you haven't said a single word about yours. That's not fair. Both you and Zach have literally disappeared off the face of the earth.
An over-exaggeration, but changing the subject to something else is still better than outright lying to him. Besides, it never works with him. I'm not sure if it's because I'm just bad at it, because he's just really very good at his job. What even is his occupation is my question. He doesn't answer immediately, only momentarily over shooting a glance over me and returning it back to the road when he has to make a sharp turn. Outside, the sun has already started its descent, casting a vibrant orange glow on the tall buildings. I wonder how long before we reach the venue of Zach's film. Checking the street signs. Outside it appears Ash is taking the longer route. Odd, but he's probably trying to avoid the rush hour traffic.
Didn't we just talk a week ago over chat?
That's different. Linking your awful memes in the group chat box every morning isn't exactly a conversation.
Excuse me, I don't hear you calling them awful while you're laughing at all of them.
Shut up! And you aren't answering my question.
That earned him a soft punch to his arm. I did laugh at them. I'm not gonna give him the satisfaction of knowing that I find most of them funny. It'll only make his head bigger. Stupid Ash.
Alright. Lay off on the abuse. Remember that case I mentioned before? We've been trying to pin the bastard down, but it required more work than we anticipated. The guy's slippery like that. We got some good lead months ago.
So he's a cop. Oh, that makes sense. I'm not gonna let the guy to say. I would say, YouTube, if you're watching this video, please do not strike it down, because I can't help it if it's the game's way of predicting how the story will go. So for kid friendly, I would say punk, not bastard, because it's bad. He recounts what he's been doing in the time we haven't seen each other. His usual work, the occasional small investigation, and the big case. He has been stuck working on stuff he couldn't mention in the brief time we catch each other online. Although most of it are the trimmed down version, only things he can tell. He has always been careful about that. Even in the way he spins his answers to my questions, just enough to satisfy my curiosity, but not enough to paint the whole picture. At one point, his voice takes on a strained tone when he mentions something about the big case, but I don't dwell on it too much. But I don't dwell on it much. It's normal, right? I mean, who wouldn't be frustrated if you couldn't bring someone to justice because they get slipping out of your fingers? If I were in his shoes, I'd definitely lose my mind. The stories never cease to be entertaining regardless. If things weren't the way they were back home, maybe I would have considered taking on the same job as him. Well, nope, not really. Mama would never allow that. But the idea is still there, along with countless others I've let go. Time passes quickly between us in this manner, and before I know it, we're already at the movie house. 40 minutes in, gang. Let's keep going. Small crowd has already formed in front of the theater when we arrive. The lift fast, short for Luxburn Independent Film and Theatre Festival attracts a bigger crowd annually, and this is no different. I've only been to a few indie film screenings with Zach, so I'm not an expert on the matter. But I know that for people hoping to make a break in the industry, getting your film recognized by a local event like this is already a big deal, especially for a newcomer like Zach. He hasn't even won an award, but he's getting a confirmation letter that the festival committee wants to include his movie in this year's lineup. Already put a grin on his face for weeks. Speaking of the guy, he's impossible to miss. At 6 feet, he appears to loom over the most of the moviegoers, and with his large, bold, and heavy voice, it is no surprise when people give him a wide berth as they pass by. It's often easy to mistake him for someone intimidating at first glance. I did, back when I didn't know any better. As did too, I heard, once, early in their friendship.
Oh, there's Zach!
Hey, you guys! Long time no see!
Zach's face lights up. With a smile of his own, he moves towards us with careful steps, taking a significant effort to make himself smaller so as to not bump or accidentally hit anyone. Typical Zach. As he nears Ash, casually raises his hand in greeting and
Sup, Z-Man, my main man! What's crack-a-lackin', my homie?
the awkwardness that descends within the immediate vicinity of our small group is palpable enough. Somewhere to our left, a girl giggles, and only then do I become aware of my mouth hanging open. I'm almost amazed at how Ash can say out loud with a straight face. Almost, considering his track record, I should be used to it by now. Zach seems to be.
Don't stop trying to act black, Ashton. And you're the only one who calls me Z-Man.
There's fondness underneath his exasperated tone. If this were any other person, he'd like to be offended. But years of friendship and familiarity have made those words harmless to each other's ears, or at least enough for both to take it in stride.
It's been a while, Zach. I hope you didn't get into trouble again.
Not much to get into trouble lately without you, I'm afraid. I'll let you know if something comes up, though.
Nah, I ended up with chicken down stuck on me last time I agreed. I'd really love at least this year to pass without some sort of accident happening again.
Hey, I take offense to that. It wasn't that bad.
You really have no idea.
Beat pauses. A beat, not bad, dumbass. And then Zach laughs.
Hey, I'm kidding. You know you can always count on me.
It's a story only the two of them are privy to. Every now and then Ash enlists Zach's help on something. Beck and I never really found out what the real deal is with those adventures, as Ash called it, and both aren't willing to tell due to some unspoken agreement. She insists that that if it that if it's Ash, it's likely not something illegal or life-threatening. I tend to believe her on that sometimes. Oh well, boys will be boys, I guess. I guess Zack is more away from behind Ash when his attention eventually turns to me.
Bella! Huh? Rebecca's not with you. Is she still sick?
A bit. But she's up and went to work this morning. You know she doesn't listen to anyone that's not Ash.
Yes, she does.
No, she doesn't. You're literally the only person she'll listen to when she's feeling stubborn.
And it's true. They've known each other for longer than any of us in the group, childhood friends and all.
But don't worry, Zach. She's probably on her way here now. She promised she wouldn't miss your movie. Isabella! Oh, thank goodness!
Speak of the devil, at that warning I had, grabs me by the shoulder and turns me around.
Becca! You're just in time!
I have to lean back a little. The way her face is almost invading my personal space. Her hand on either side of my head to keep me still. She stares me at intimate concern filling her eyes.
Becca, you're squishing my face. How are you? Are you alright? Why wouldn't I be? Rose called me earlier.
Those four words tell me all I need to know. I don't have my family living close by. Only other relative I have here was on the far side of the country. Give my company Becca's a contact number in case of emergency. Should have known Rose would call her. I push Becca's hands away from my face, although she lets go. My eyebrows remain drawn together.
Oh, no, everything's good. Rose covered for me at work today. That's not what I'm talking about. How's your head?
Certainly asked Nicholas. I bite back the urge to elbow him in place, trying to avoid Becca's hand. Tries to reach out for the side area. Do my best to dodge her. Do my best to dodge all the ones moving to hide behind Zack. Sorry for using you as a human shield, Zack.
Oh, it's nothing. I just slipped off a few steps on my way down. I blacked out for a few seconds and had a minor bump, but it's just that. You blacked out? It's not something to brush off. Come on, at least let me check it. It's extremely minor. You wouldn't even know it's there. Isabella, this isn't a laughing matter.
She did look pale when I saw her.
Wow, thanks a lot, Ashton, you traitor. I'll get you back for this. Just you wait.
What? I'm just saying it as it is. If you mentioned this earlier, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now.
I'm sorry. Saw her?
Yeah, they arrived together. Bella looked fine to me then. I don't know.
Something crosses Becca's face, but it's gone before I can figure out what it is.
Oh, that's good. At least she didn't have to travel alone, right? At least. Good. See? I'm okay. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't. And I don't want to miss Zach's film. We can always watch it some other time. Sorry, Zachary.
No, it's good. But you guys should really keep it down. We're starting to attract some attention.
It's the premiere. The premiere's different. Right, Zach?
Not really. But Rebecca has a point. In the end, I think it's your call.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Please, Becca. I really don't want to miss it. You're not missing it.
Oh, we're just moving it on a different day so we can have a...
Look, you guys.
Ash's loud sigh unexpectedly cuts through the conversation. He's pinching the bridge of his nose, speaks something he usually does. He's getting impatient.
If she says she's okay, then there's nothing we can do about it. It's not like we can stop her either. Besides, she's still acting like the same old Isabella to me, if she can still run around like that.
Why are you taking her side?
I'm not. But if she wants to watch Zach's movie with us, I'm not going to stop her. She's probably the one looking forward to it the most.
Ash, that's... You, of all people, should know...
Tell you what, if I notice something amiss with her, I'll take her to the nearest hospital myself. Is that good enough for you?
I already know the answer before Becca voices it out. And at least she releases a deep breath and nods. But with great reluctance, immediately tucked her into her heart.
Thanks, Becca.
It's always been you with him, isn't it?
Did you say something?
Me? Nothing. Don't mind me.
If you say so.
Okay, guys, showtime's close, so I think I'm gonna get us some snacks. My treat. And then let's head inside. Anyone here has a smaller bill?
I think I do. Hold on.
What's this?
Oh no! Oh no! The puzzle's already formed, people. This is bad. 26 minutes in. Holy shit, guys. This is gonna be really long, man. It's already in Ash's hands before I can react. Back and Zach are both giving a piece of paper an intrigued look.
No! Give it back!
It's just a paper.
I don't care! Give it!
Looks ancient, too. Why do you keep this around?
I try to reach it, but he holds the paper way above my head. And I've been particularly sensitive about my own height, but right now I really wish I had advantage over him.
Don't open it!
What's the big deal? It's not like it's a love letter. I don't see any reason to... Hold on a second. This is, isn't it?
Even if it is, it's not for you.
Okay. Now I'm curious.
I'm telling you, it's nothing like that. It's...
Listen, my words are lost when holds the paper. I can't breathe. My heart feels stuck in my throat, pounding, threatening to burst out. Vaguely, I note how my hands near my sides, clasping them together, doesn't do any good. They are still shaking, but I hang on to them regardless. The awful sick weight that has taken its core in my stomach back in the open house returns full force. How do I fix this? How do I fix this? How do I fix this? Someone please. Today is turned out to be a horrible nightmare.
Send this to 5 people or else. Well, that's interesting.
Guys, I think we should listen to Bella first.
Aren't you a few days early for Halloween?
Ash raised the paper in front of me, giving me a fleeting glimpse of its contents. I don't need to see. I don't want to see. Those are just the words. Stroke written in strawberry jam is already embedded in my mind. I should have just thrown it away when I had the chance. That way.
It's not a prank.
It makes all of them stop. Even I'm surprised with how steady my voice is.
What did you say?
This isn't a prank! I saw something!
Hold on. Are we still talking about this paper? Or is it about the urban legend again?
Both. I know it sounds ridiculous.
You're saying this is a primitive version of a chain letter, and now that we've seen it, we're now cursed. You've got to be kidding me.
See? This is why I didn't want to tell you guys.
Isabella, aren't you taking this a bit too far?
It's not a joke. Will you guys listen to me I saw something in the house earlier. It stood right in front of me. If I hadn't gotten away, that thing might have.
Right. And in broad daylight, Isabella. Even someone gullible would find the logic in that screwed up. There's also no way in hell that this supernatural shit is true.
But it's real! What do you think I saw?
Hallucination? A delusion? Didn't you say you fell down some stairs? So maybe Rebecca's right.
It happened after, when I was trying to get away. I almost got stuck in the same room with that thing. We're all in danger. I thought you were my friends. Why don't you believe me?
We are, and you know that. But this thing and that thing has got nothing to do with the other. When Rose called earlier, I thought she's just exaggerating. But based on what I'm seeing right now, maybe it's better if we really postpone this for now.
Don't bother.
But nonetheless, I snatched out of Ash's hand and stuffed it back into my bag. Was it necessary? I'm tired. I got cussed. I saw a ghost. Probably lost his tail. Got kicked out the open house. I'm supposed to be hosting my own friends. Me and all of them think I'm crazy. Top it all off. There's a dull ache at the back of my head, begging for a little attention. Can't afford to give it right now. Honestly, there's so much a person can take within a single day. I just want to go home, curl up in my bed, and never think about today. But before I can, to step away from the group.
Guys!
Zach rarely ever raises his voice, even when there's a point. He wants to drive home. And hearing him take on that tone completely throws me off. Even Ash and Becca. Whatever harsh words yet to come out from the argument immediately die on our tongues.
Why don't we all calm down first? I'm sure Isabella has her reasons too. No need to be hard on her. And hey, ain't this supposed to be a happy get-together? We haven't seen each other for months. I'd really love to know what y'all have been up to. I only ever get to talk to Bella over chat. Please.
He has a point. Ash, for all his attempts to look cool and distant, has also been looking forward to this. He even took the time to call his morning for a reminder. He never does that. Becca too, I'm pretty sure that's another reason she got out of bed today. Despite Zach's attempts to lighten things up, or Ash's and Becca's position, just the tightness in my chest remains. I should have just kept it to myself, or at least went with the idea that it's a prank. If I did, things might have not turned out the way they had. No sour mood, no bad vibes. Careless, so careless. Maybe leaving things is the best decision for all of us. Any other day, I'd excuse myself and go straight home. But this is something special to Zach. He worked so hard to bring to life. I should know better. I might be having a bad day being with the few people I care about far outweighs the idea of spending the rest of the day throwing a tantrum alone in my room. And what if the thing in the attic follows me home? I don't want to be left with my thoughts either. I can still see it wherever. I can still see it whenever I close my eyes. Maybe if I stay, let's cool down first before telling them what happened. They'll listen to me. Nothing you can just solve with a calm head. Once at a time, Isabella. That's what Mama used to tell me. Besides, I don't have the heart to judge Zack. Small is back on my face when I look back at
If
them.
we keep arguing here, we're going to miss the first few minutes.
All right, that's the Isabella I know.
Oh, good. I thought for sure you were going to cry.
Yeah. So I really do send an elbow straight to his stomach. Stupid Ash. The vertically challenged has its perks too.
What was that for?
Stop calling me a crybaby! I'm not one!
Aw, don't cry.
Stop it!
Okay, scaredy cat then.
That too! If you repeat that,
Let's just go.
That too! If you repeat that, I swear I'll...
35 minutes in. Let's keep going, people. Rebecca goes inside. She doesn't even stop to eat fast when I call after her. Ash and I exchange looks after that, the same question like is swimming inside our minds. Did something happen at school after I left? Is she having a bad day too? We're asking her about it later, I guess.
So, you guys go catch up with her. I'll go get us the food I promised.
But you'll miss it!
Didn't you say watching a movie without food ain't fun? It ain't like I haven't seen it. I made it, remember? I'll be in there soon.
One finally tap on my shoulder and then he's gone. The moviegoers are still mulling about, are still waiting in line for tickets, but otherwise not already inside. There's nothing much for us to do here now. Word of protest comes from me when Ash gestures for the two of us to head inside.
And then?
Are you sure it wasn't one of the cleaning crews?
Absolutely sure.
Somewhere halfway through the movie, the conversation stirred towards what went in the mansion. To be fair, Zack was the one who brought up again in his own movie's premiere. Now the film's just serving as a background noise while we're speaking in hushed tones, careful not to disturb anyone inside the small hall, except for Ash, so we don't end up arguing about it again. We'll get kicked out for sure. Though with how loud Ash's voice is, get thrown out before any argument happens. Only Becca still remains engrossed in the movie, completely ignoring us. In quite the whole evening, speaking only when referred to. If I didn't know any better, I think we did something that offended her. Did we?
And then I ran. You heard what happened after.
I still think it's something else.
It was standing right in front of me, Ash.
He's one of the smartest people I know, but jeez. He should learn to listen. Plus, he didn't say believe in these things. Is he in this conversation again?
I heard what you said, but it's a small room. There are a lot of things someone else could have done there without your knowledge. If I could see it up close, maybe I can...
I am not going back there.
Ain't that a problem if you're hosting an open house?
Rose does the first floor tour.
I ain't sure ghosts can be restricted to one room, Bella.
There are no ghosts, Zack. Stop putting useless ideas in her head.
Yeah, but I was thinking, maybe all the house needs is a blessing. Wasn't it left uninhabited for years?
Well, the house did change hands over the years. There's a relative of the immigrants to another. None of them bothered to live in it though. It remained that way up until its current owners decided to sell it. But then
I didn't peg you as the religious type, Zack.
Nothing like that, Ash. Who knows, though? It might bring something positive to the place.
That's not a bad idea. I just don't know where I could find someone.
You're not seriously considering a suggestion, are you?
Do you have a better idea?
I know where. I could contact him for you if you want.
You'd do that?
Or we can find you a psychologist instead.
Very few times in my life when I wish my glowers can kill. This is one of those.
Ash, that is not a very appropriate thing to say right now.
No, wait, that's not what I meant. Ethnographer. I meant ethnographer. This guy's a psychologist too, of course, if you...
Ashton, if you don't stop.
Rebecca knows the guy I'm talking about too. She can vouch for him.
Like just always away from the screen at the mention of a name.
Huh? What? Oh, are you talking about Professor Andrew? He used to work with my parents at the university. And can you guys keep it down?
Sorry, Scaredy Cat here mentioned curses. Not that I'm saying this is one, but talking to him is a better solution for me than getting a random priest to bless an old house. He'll even help you figure things out, teach you a couple things, and probably put your fears to rest since this looks to be bothering you a lot.
As might be right too. However, what Zach suggested is something I'm more familiar with. Granted, they don't believe me. They only give me these suggestions to put my mind at ease. But it's better than being ignored or being laughed at. Jesus, 41 minutes in. Holy shit, this is a long video. Whew. I can't take comfort in knowing that they are willing to hear me out.
So, what do you think?
It's your call. We'll go with whatever you want.
I don't know. I'll think about it. But maybe we could go with Zach's idea?
I'm not so sure about that.
Well, it wouldn't hurt to try, right? If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. At least we did something than just stand around. I'll let you know when he's available, Bella.
Thanks, Zach. I knew I could count on you.
Guys, I said keep it down. You keep insisting that we still watch it. You're not even paying attention yourselves.
It ain't a big deal, Rebecca. I'm the one who broached the subject in the first place.
It's still your film, Zachary. A good film, mind you. You worked hard on the least we could do is watch it with you.
It ain't a big deal, Rebecca. I'm the one who broached the subject in the first place.
It's still your film, Zachary. A good film, mind you. You worked hard on this. The least we could do is watch it with you.
And that's what you're all doing. I really appreciate all of you making time for this.
Sorry, Becca. We'll stop now.
I do an apologetic look. Even if Ash is the only one she should be reprimanding. But her attention is already back on the screen. She's ignoring us again. When Becca's acting this way, there's a big chance something's nagging at her. We really need to talk. We all fall into a comfortable silence after the kind only you can share with people you're most at ease with. The first time to take the letter lays forgotten in my bag. If only for a few hours. Nice fallen by the time we exit the movie house. Alright everyone, this was a long episode, so I hope you enjoyed it. So if you want to see more, leave a like and subscribe. Thanks.